Hello, students. We are going to start a subject called MIS, that means Management Information System. And today we will discuss all these topics like concept and definition of MIS, role of MIS, followed by process and MIS a tool for management process. After that, we will discuss all these things about EIS. EIS is Enterprise Information System, its benefits, roles, process, and EIS as a tool of management process. And then we will see a diagrammatic representation of businesses. So, management information system is the study of people, technology, organization, and the relationships among them. MIS professionals help firms realize maximum benefits from investment in personnel, equipment, and business processes. MIS is a people oriented field with an emphasis on service through technology. If you have an interest in technology and have the desire to use technology to improve people's life, so you can pursue MIS. MIS is not just a subject, it's a interest or it's a field to grow your career in the same. So let's discuss MIS professionals make business better. So how? Businesses use information systems at all levels of operation to collect, process and store data. Management aggregates and disseminates this data in the form of information needed to carry out the daily operations of businesses. Everyone who works in business, from someone who pays the bills to the person who makes employment decisions, use information system. Suppose a car dealership could use a computer database to keep track of which product sells best. A retail store might use a computer based information system to sell products over the internet. In fact, many businesses concentrate on the alignment of MIS with business goals to achieve competitive advantage over other businesses. MIS professionals create information systems for data management, that is, storing, searching, and analyzing data. In addition, they manage various information systems to meet the needs of managers, staff, and customers. By working collaboratively with various members of their work group as well as with their customers and clients, MIS professionals are able to play a key role in areas such as information security, integration, and exchange. As an MIS, you will learn to design, implement, and use business information system in innovative ways to create the effectiveness and efficiency of your company. MIS is more than coding. A common misconception is that MIS only concerns coding or writing computer codes. While coding concepts represent some of the fundamentals principles of information system development, implementation, and use. Many jobs in MIS do not utilize coding at all. A large portion of the MIS degree focuses on data analysis, teamwork, leadership, project management, customer service, and underlying business theories. These aspects of degree are what set the MIS professionals apart from a computer science scientist. So tell me one thing, do you enjoy working with people? Would you enjoy the chance to work on global problems with people from all over world? Do you enjoy analyzing the solving problems? Or do you want to create innovative and cutting edge technology solution? Do you want to learn how to make businesses more efficient, effective and competitive? Then you should consider as your major the field that is experiencing a critical shortage of professionally trained individuals. You should consider MIS not only as the subject, but if you are interested in working with people, so you can build your career in the same. So the profile of MIS professionals are varied, but in general, such individuals possess many of the following traits like good problem solving skills. If you have the ability to effectively manage time and resources, if you have a clear vision of the big picture as well as the small details, or a desire to work closely with other people, excellent communication skills, then you can pursue your career in management information system. If you pursue MIS as your career, then you can be a IT consultant, a web developer, a information system manager, you can be a business intelligence analyst, you can be a network administrator as well as business application developer. You can be a system analyst, a technical support specialist, or business analyst as well as system developer. So let's start with our topic. Topic is MIS concept and definition. The MIS is an idea which is associated with man, machine, marketing and method for collecting informations from the internal and external source and processing this information for the purpose of facilitating the process of decision making of the business. MIS is not new, only the computerization is new. Before computers, MIS techniques existed to supply managers with the information that would permit them to plan and control business operations. The computer has added on more dimensions such as speed, accuracy, and increased volume of data that permit the consideration of more alternatives in decision making process. Management information system is an integrated set of components or entities that interact to achieve a particular function, objective or goal. Therefore, it is a computer-based system that provides information for decisions making on planning, organizing, and controlling the operation of the subsystem of the firm and provides a synergistic organization in the process. The component of an information system includes a hardware which is used for input-output process and storage of data, software used to process data and also to instruct the hardware component, database which is the location in the system where all the organization data will be automated, and procedures which is a set of documents that explain the structure of that management information system. There are various driving factors of management information system. For example, technological revolutions in all sectors make modern managers to need to have access to large amount of selective information for the complex task and decision. The lifespan of most product has continued getting shorter and shorter, and therefore the challenge is to manager is to design product that will take a longer shelf life, and in order to this the manager must be able to keep abreast of the factors that influences the organization product and services. Thus, management information system come in handy in supporting the process. There are huge amount of information available to today's manager, and this had therefore meant that managers are increasingly relying on management information system to access the exploding information. Management information services helps manager to access relevant, accurate, up-to-date information, which is the more sure way to making accurate decision. It also helps in automation and incorporation of research and management science techniques into the overall management information system. For example, probability theory. The management information services are capable of taking advantage of the computational ability of the company, like processing, storage capacity, among others. Based on this relevancy, management information system should be installed and upgraded in various organizations, since today's managers need them to access information for managerial decision making and also management functions. The scope and purpose of MIS is better understood if each part of them is defined individually. So, what is management? Management has been defined in process or activities that describe what managers do in the operation for their organization plan, organize, initiate, and control operations. They plan by setting strategies and goal and selecting the best course of action to achieve the goals. They organize the necessary tasks for the operational plan, set these tasks up into homogeneous groups, and assign authority delegation. They control the performance standards and avoiding deviation from standard. The decision making is a fundamental prerequisite of each of the foregoing process. The job of MIS is facilitating decision necessary for planning, organizing, and controlling the work and functions of the business so that specified goals of business are achieved. Now, what is information? Data must be distinguished from information, and the distinction is clear and important for present purpose. Data are facts and figures that are not currently being used in a decision making process and usually are taken from the historical records that are recorded and filled without immediate intent to retrieve for decision making. Information consists of data that have been retrieved, processed, or otherwise used for information or interference purpose, argument, or as a basis forecasting or decision making regarding any business unit. Information is knowledge that one derives from facts for effective functioning of systems placed in the right context with the purpose of reducing uncertainty regarding the alternative courses of action, as they are based on description and measurement of attributes of various entities associated with the enterprise. Now, what is system? The system can be described as a set of elements joined together for a common objective. A subsystem is a part of a larger system with which one is concerned. All systems for our purpose, the organization is the system and the part like divisions, departments, functions, unit, etc. are the subsystem. The system concept of MIS is therefore one of optimizing the output of the organization by connecting the operating subsystems through the medium of information exchange. The MIS is a concept of the last 2 decades or two. It has been understood and described in a number of ways. It is also known as the information system, the information or decision system, the computer-based decision system. Information is the lifeblood of an organization, particularly in the case of system approach management. The MIS or information system can be defined as the knowledge communicated by others or obtained from investigation or study. It is a system providing needed information to each manager at the right time in the right form and relevant one which aids understanding and simulates the action. MIS is an organized method of providing past, present, and projection information relating to internal operations and external intelligence. It supports the planning, control, and operational functions of an organization. By furnishing uniform information is proper time frame to help the process of decision making. Management information Management information system is generally defined as an integrated user machine system for providing information to support operations, management, and decision making functions in an organization. This system utilizes computer hardware and software, manual procedures, models for analysis. Information is viewed as a resource, much like land, labor, and capital. It must be obtained, processed, stored, manipulated, and analyzed, distributed, etc. An organization with a well-defined information system will generally have a competitive advantage over organization with poor MIS and no MIS. The MIS has more than one definition, some of which are given below. The MIS is defined as a system which provides information support for decision making in the organization. The MIS is defined as an integrated system of man and machine for providing the information to support the operations, the management, and the decision making function in the organization. The MIS is defined as a system based on the database of the organization, evolved for the purpose of providing information to the people in the organization. So the MIS is defined as a computer information system. Though there are a number of definitions, all of them converge on a single point, that is, the MIS is a system that support the decision making function of the organization. The difference lies in defining the elements of MIS. However, in today's world, the MIS is a computerized business processing system generating information for the people in the organization to meet the information needs for decision making to achieve the corporate objective of the organization. MIS is a computer-based system that provides flexible and speedy access to accurate data. The organizational information system, which is general, relates to the planning, operation, and control of an enterprise, are the most important among them. MIS refers primarily to such an organizational system which is generally large, sophisticated, structured, and dynamically evolving and of immense commercial values. A large number of programmers and system analysts are employed by many organizations to build a variety of MIS. Thus, the education of programmers and system analysts, as well as general managers, the subject of MIS has occupied a key position. MIS is a set of computer-based systems and procedures implemented to help managers in their routine job of decision making and planning, expansion and development. The objective of MIS is to provide information for a decision support process of management. It should help in such a way that the business goals are achieved in the most efficient manner. Since the decision making is not restricted to a particular level, the MIS is expected to support all the levels of the management in conducting the business operations. Unless the MIS becomes a management aid, it is not useful to the organization. Modern management system relies on MIS. The complexity of business management and competitive nature of business requires handling of business operations with skill and foresight to avert the crisis. The management process is executed through a variety of decisions taken at each step of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. If the management is able to spell out the decision required to be taken, then the MIS is designed suitably. The actual MIS process relates to collection, organization, distribution, storage of wide information, and managerial control and analysis of data. MIS focuses on organization wide information, decision making process, management control and analysis, also computer based system. So MIS is set of interrelated procedures using information system infrastructure in a business enterprise to generate and disseminate the desired information. Such systems are designed to support decision making by the people associated with this enterprise in the process of attainment of its objectives. The MIS gets data and other resources of IT infrastructure as inputs from the environment and process them to satisfy the information needs of different entities associated with the business enterprise. There are subsystems of control over the use of IT resources, and feedback system offers useful clues for increasing the benefits of information system to business. The MIS are subsystem of business system and by themselves serve the function of feedback and control in business system. Here is our next topic, role of MIS, or we can say role of management information system. So the role of the MIS is an organization can be compared to the role of heart in the body. The information is the blood and MIS is the heart. In the body, the heart plays the role of supplying pure blood to all the elements of the body, including the brain. The heart works faster and supplies more blood when needed. It regulates and controls the incoming impure blood, processed it, and sends it to the destination in the quantity needed. It fulfills the needs of blood supply to human body in normal course and also in crisis. MIS has become very necessary due to emergence of high complexity in business organization. It is all to know that without information, no organization can take in even one step properly regarding the decision making process, because it is matter of fact that in an organization decision plays an essential role for the achievement of its objectives, and we know that every decision is based upon information. If gathered information are irrelevant, then decision will also incorrect and organization may face big loss and lots of difficulties in surviving as well. So first point is helps in decision making. MIS plays a significant role in decision making process of any organization, because in any organization decision is made on the basis of relevant information, and relevant information can only be retrieving from the MIS. MIS helps in coordination among the department. MIS is also help in establishing a sound relationship among the every persons of department to department through proper exchanging of information. MIS helps in finding out problems. As we know that MIS provides relevant information about every aspect of activities. Hence, if any mistake is made by the management, then management information system information helps in finding out the solution of that problem. MIS helps in comparison of business performance. MIS store all past data and information in its database. That's why management information system is very useful to compare business organization performance. With the help of management information system, organization can analyze his performance, means whatever they do last year or previous years, and whatever business performance in this year also measures organization development and growth. Last point is strategies for an organization. Today, each business is running in a competitive market, and MIS supports the organization to evolve appropriate strategies for the business to ascend in the competitive environment. Here are some of the important roles of MIS. MIS satisfies the diverse needs through variety of systems such as query system, analysis system, modeling system, and decision support system. The MIS helps in strategic planning, management control, operational control, and transaction processing. The MIS helps in the clerical personnel in the transaction processing and answers the queries on the data pertaining to the transaction, the status of a particular record, and reference on a variety of documents. MIS also helps the junior management personnel by providing the operational data for planning, scheduling, and control, and helps them further in decision making at the operational level to correct an out of control situation. MIS helps the middle management in short term planning, target setting, and controlling the business functions. It is supported by the use of the management tools of planning and control. MIS also helps the top level management in goal settings, strategic planning, and evolving the business plans and their implementation. The MIS plays the role of information generation, communication, problem identification, and helps in the process of decision making. The MIS therefore play a vital role in the management administration and operation of an organization. So what is the impact of the management information system? MIS plays a very important role in an organization. It creates an impact on the organization's function, performance, and productivity. The impact of MIS on the functions is in its management. With a good MIS supports the management of marketing, finance, production, and personnel becomes more efficient. The tracking and monitoring of the functional targets becomes easy. The functional managers are informed about the progress, achievements, and shortfalls in the activity and the targets. The manager is kept alert by providing certain information indicating and probable trends in the various aspects of business. This helps in forecasting and long term perspective planning. The manager's attention is brought to a situation which is expected in nature, inducing him to take an action or a decision in the matter. Disciplined information reporting system creates a structured database and a knowledge base for all the people in the organization. The information is available in such a form that it can be used straight away by blending and analysis, saving the manager's valuable time. The MIS creates another impact in the organization which relates to the understanding of the business itself. The MIS begins with the definition of data, entity, and its attributes. It uses a dictionary of data, entity, and since all the information systems use in use the dictionary, there is common understanding of terms and terminologies in the organization, bringing clarity in the communication and a similar understanding of an event in the organization. MIS calls for a systematization of the business operations for an effective system design. This leads to a streaming of the operations, which complicates the system design. It improves the administration of the business by bringing a discipline in its operations as everybody is required to follow and use system and procedures. This process brings a high degree of professionalism in a business operation. The goal and objective of MIS are the products of business goals and objectives. It helps indirectly to pull the entire organization in one direction towards the corporate goals and objectives by providing the relevant information to the organization. A well designed system with a focus on the managers makes an impact on the managerial efficiency. The fund of information motivates an entitled manager to use a variety of tools of the management. It helps him to resort to such exercises as experimentation and modeling. The use of computers enables him to use the tools and techniques which are impossible to use manually. The ready-made packages make this task simple. The impact is on the managerial ability to perform. It improves decision making ability considerably high. Since the MIS work on the basic system such as transaction processing and database, the drudgery of the clerical work is transferred to the computerized system, relieving the human mind for better work. It will be observed that lot of manpower is engaged in this activity in the organization. 70% of the time is spent in recording, searching, processing, and communicating. This MIS has a direct impact on this overhead. It creates information based working culture in the organization. So, what are the importance of MIS? It goes without saying that all managerial functions are performed through decision making. For taking rational decision, timely and reliable information is essential and is procured through a logical and well structured method of information collecting, processing, disseminating to decision makers. Such a method in a field of management is widely known as MIS. In today's world of ever increasing complexities of businesses as well as business organization, in order to service and grow, must have a properly planned, analyzed, designed and maintained MIS so that it provides timely, reliable and useful information to enable the management to take speedy and rational decisions. MIS has assumed all the more important role in today's environment because a manager has to take decisions under two main challenges. First is because of the liberalization and globalization, in which organizations are required to compete not logically, not locally, but globally. A manager has to take quick decision, otherwise his business will be taken away by his competitors. This has further enhanced the necessity for such a system. Second, in the information age, wherein information is doubling up every 2 or 3 years, a manager has to process a large voluminous data, failing which he may end up taking a strong decision that may prove to very costly to the company. In such a situation, managers must be equipped with some tools or a system which can assist them in their challenging role of decision making. It is because of the cited reasons that today MIS is considered to be of permanent importance. sometimes regarded as the name center of an organization. Such system assist decision makers in organizations by providing information at various stages of decision making and thus greatly help the organization to achieve their predetermined goals and objectives. On other hand, the MIS, which is not adequately planned for, analyzed, designed, implemented, or is poorly maintained, may provide developed inaccurate, irrelevant, or obsolete information which may prove fatal for the organization. Organizations today just cannot survive and grow without properly planned, designed, implemented, and maintained MIS. It has been well understood that MIS enables even a small organization is more than offset the economies of scale enjoyed by their bigger competitors and thus helps in providing a competitive edge over other organizations. The following are the most important reasons to have a good management information system. First point is to control the creation and growth of records. Despite decades of using various non-paper storage media, the amount of paper in our office continues to escalate. An effective records information system addresses both creation control, that is, limits the generation of records or copies not required to operate the business, and records retention, which means a system for destroying useless records or retrieving inactive records, thus stabilizing the growth of records in all formats. Second is to reduce operating cost. Record keeping requires administrative dollars for filing equipment, space in offices, and staffing to maintain an organized filing system, which means or to search for lost records when there is no organized system. It costs considerably less per linear foot of records to store inactive records in a data records center versus in the office. Multiply that by 30 to 50% of the records in an office that doesn't have a record management program in place. And there is an opportunity to effect some cost savings in space and equipment, and an opportunity to utilize staff more productively just by implementing a records management program. Next point is to improve efficiency and productivity. Time spent searching for missing or misfiled record is non-productive. A good records management program, that is a document system, can help any organization upgrade its record keeping systems so that information retrieval is enhanced, which corresponding with an effective index can facilitate retrieval and deliver information to user as quickly as they needed it. Moreover, a well-managed information system acting as a corporate asset enables organization to objectively evaluate their use of information and accurately lay out a roadmap for improvements that optimize business returns. Next point is to assimilate new records management technologies. A good records management program provides an business with the capability to assimilate new technologies and take advantage of their many benefits. Investments in new computer systems, whether this is financial, business, or others, don't solve filing problems unless current manual record keeping or bookkeeping systems are analyzed before automation is applied. Next point is to ensure regulatory compliances. So, in terms of record keeping requirements, China is a heavily regulated country. There, these laws can create major compliance problems for businesses and government agencies since they can be difficult to locate, interpret, and apply. The only way on organization can be reasonably sure that it is in full compliance with laws and regulations is by operating a good management information system which takes responsibility for regulatory compliance while working closely with the local authorities. Failure to comply with laws and regulations could result in severe fines, penalties, or other legal consequences. Next point is to minimize litigation risk. Business organizations implement management information system and programs in order to reduce the risk associated with litigation and potential penalties. This can be equally true in government agencies. For example, a consistently applied records management program can reduce the liability associated with the document disposal by providing for their systematic routine disposal in the normal course of business. Next point is to safeguard vital information. Every organization, public or private, needs a comprehensive program for protecting its vital records and information from catastrophe or disaster. Because every organization is vulnerable to loss operated as part of good management information system. Vital records programs preserve the integrity and confidentiality of the most important records and safeguard the vital information asset according to a plan to protect the records. This is especially the case for financial information, whereby ERP is also called as Enterprise Resource Planning, which we will discuss in next block. So the systems are being deployed in large companies. Next is to support better management decisions. In today's business environment, the manager that has the relevant data first often wins, either by making the decision ahead of the competition or by making a better, more informed decisions. A good management information system can help ensure that managers and executives have the information they need when they need it. By implementing an enterprise wide file organization, including indexing and retrieval capability, managers can obtain and assemble pertinent information quickly for current decisions and future business planning purposes. Likewise, implementing a good ERP system to take account of all the business's processes, both financial and operational, will give an organization more advantages than one who was operating a manual based system. Next point is to preserve the corporate memory. An organization's files, records, and financial data contain its institutional memory, an irreplaceable asset that is often overlooked every business day. You create the records which could become background data for future management decisions and planning. And our last point is to foster professionalism in running the business. A business office with files, documents, and financial data ask you stacked on top of file cabinets and in boxes everywhere creates a poor working environment. The perceptions of customers and the public and image and morale of the staff, though hard to quantify in cost benefit terms, may be among the best reasons to establish a good management information system. So next topic is component of MIS. A MIS is made up of five major components, namely people, business, processes, data, hardware, and software. All of these components must work together to achieve business objectives. So, first component of MIS must be people. These are the users who use the information system to record the day to day business transactions. The users are usually qualified professionals such as accountant, human resource managers, etc. The ICT department usually has the support staff who ensure that the system is running properly. Second component is business procedures. These are agreed upon best practices that guide the user and all other components on how to work efficiently. Business procedures are developed by the people, that is, users, consultant, etc. Next component is data. So, the recorded day to day business transaction for a bank, data is collected from activities such as deposits, withdrawals, etc. Next component is hardware. It is made up of the computers, printers, networking devices. The hardware provides the computing power for processing data. It also provides networking and printing capabilities. The hardware speeds up the processing of data into information. Next component is software. These are programs that run on the hardware. The software is broken down into two major categories, namely system software and application software. System software refers to the operating system, that is Windows, Mac, and so on. Application software refers to specialized software for accomplishing business tasks such as payroll program, banking system, point of sale system, etc. So that's all for this lecture. I hope you all have understood what is MIS, what are the importance of MIS, what is the role of MIS, and how MIS works. In next lecture, we are going to study characteristics of MIS, and there are 8 characteristics of management information system which we will learn or discuss in our next lecture. After that, we will discuss process of MIS. In process of MIS, we will discuss about development alternative course of action, what is problem and opportunity, and how to make decision, and how to implement the plan, and how to control performance against the plan. After that, we will discuss about MIS, a tool for management process. And there is one more topic which I include in next lecture, that is MIS, a support to the management. After that, we will discuss some kind of some limitations and objectives of the management information system. Study well. If you find any kind of doubt, you can connect with me on these details.